We're diving deep into a modern-day treasure, the 1995 D Washington quarter, a coin that could be worth an incredible fortune if you've got the right one. This little piece of pocket change might just make you a millionaire. Ready to find out how? Let's get started. First, let's talk history. The 1995 D Washington quarter was minted in Denver and is part of the Washington quarter series that began way back in 1932. With Washington on the obverse and the iconic eagle on the reverse, this design has long been a classic in American currency. But what makes the 1995 D so special? In 1995, the Denver Mint produced around 1.1 billion Washington quarters. Sounds like a lot, right? But hidden within these billions are a few incredibly rare variants, coins with unique errors or anomalies. And it's these elusive quarters that collectors are willing to pay serious cash for. So what should you be looking for? Well, some of the most valuable 1995 D quarters have specific errors that happened during the minting process. These could be misstrikes, double dies, or even off-center strikes. If you have one with a high-grade error, you've got a real gem on your hands. One famous error is the double die, where certain details of the coin, like the date or lettering, appear doubled. For the 1995 D quarter, a double die error can be extremely rare, and collectors pay big money for these oddities. Another feature to look out for is coins that were struck on foreign planchets, giving them a unique metallic look and feel. Now let's talk value. Condition is everything in the coin world. A 1995 D quarter in circulated, worn condition might only be worth its face value of 25 cents. But in mint or near-mint condition, especially with errors, this coin can be worth thousands or even millions of dollars at auction. Coins graded by the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, often fetch higher prices. If you have a pristine 1995 D quarter with a rare error and a high grade, collectors will be fighting to get their hands on it. Believe it or not, some of these quarters have sold for mind-blowing amounts at auctions. For example, one sold for over $10,000 thanks to its unique minting error. So, if you're lucky enough to have one in excellent condition, get it graded and see what it could bring you. Now, if you're wondering where you can find one of these treasures, start with your pocket change. It might sound surprising, but a rare 1995 D could be hiding right there. Also, check with friends or family members who might have older coin collections. They could be sitting on a fortune without even knowing it. So, are you ready to start checking your change a little more closely? The 1995 D Washington quarter could be the jackpot you've been waiting for. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on more rare coin discoveries and hidden treasures. We're diving into a coin that has captivated collectors and investors alike, the 1972 no-mint mark quarter dollar. Stick around because you won't believe how much this coin can be worth. The 1972 quarter dollar, struck by the U.S. Mint, features the iconic design by John Flanagan, showcasing George Washington on the obverse and an eagle on the reverse. But what makes this particular coin special is its unique characteristics. Now let's set the stage. In 1972, the U.S. was experiencing economic changes, including inflation and a shift towards producing coins with less precious metal content. This year, however, saw a limited number of quarters produced without a mint mark. Most quarters produced during this time had a mint mark indicating where they were struck. The Philadelphia Mint produced the 1972 no-mint mark quarters, but this particular version is relatively rare, making it highly sought after by collectors. Experts have noted that fewer than expected of these coins are available in mint condition. This scarcity significantly increases its market value. In fact, a well-preserved 1972 no-mint mark quarter can sell for thousands, some even fetching up to $20,000 at auction. The value can vary greatly depending on the coin's condition. Coins graded MS 65 or higher are especially valuable. But how do you determine the worth of your 1972 quarter? Let's break it down. If you think you might have one of these rare quarters, here are a few tips to check. Look for signs of wear, scratches, or discoloration. A coin in pristine condition will have a sharp detail and an unblemished surface. So what's the takeaway? The 1972 no-mint mark quarter dollar is not just a piece of currency. It's a potential treasure. If you have one of these coins, take good care of it and consider getting it appraised. We're diving into one of the most intriguing modern coins, the 2016 Mint mark quarter dollar. Could this ordinary-looking coin be worth a fortune? And what makes it special? Stick around to find out. Now, you might think, it's just a regular quarter. But in the world of coin collecting, even modern coins can become valuable if they have unique traits. First, let's talk about this coin's history. 2016 was part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program. This series highlights national parks and historic sites across the United States. In 2016, 5 designs were released to honor places like Shawnee National Forest in Illinois, Cumberland Gap in Kentucky, and Harper's Ferry in West Virginia. The Philadelphia Mint, which produced these quarters, has a long tradition of issuing coins with special meaning to collectors. This program began in 2010 and wrapped up in 2021, making it one of the longest and most intricate U.S. quarter programs. Each year, new designs were released, making some years, like 2016, unique and special to collectors. All right, let's talk value. What makes the 2016 Mint mark quarter worth more than its face value? Although this coin is common in circulation, certain versions or error coins can make a big difference in value. High-grade versions in mint condition or coins with striking errors have been known to fetch surprising amounts at auctions. Collectors look for things like double dies, misaligned strikes, and missing or unusual mint marks. Some 2016 quarters have been found with double die errors, causing the image to appear doubled. These coins can be rare and worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars depending on their condition and rarity. Condition is everything in the world of coin collecting. A 2016 quarter in pristine, uncirculated condition, meaning it has no wear or damage, can significantly boost its value. Collectors often get these coins professionally graded, with top grades like MS-67 or MS-68 increasing their worth. At higher grades, these coins can go for hundreds or even thousands of dollars at auction. The best quality examples, especially if they have unique errors, can command top dollar, turning a humble quarter into a prized collectible. Look at the finer design elements under a magnifying glass to spot any doubling or oddities. The P should be crisp and clear, so any variations could mean an error. Coins that are shiny and have no visible scratches or wear are always worth examining further. Finding one of these coins in excellent condition or with a unique error could mean you're holding onto something truly valuable. Imagine finding a rare, high-grade quarter that could be worth hundreds or even thousands. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, the 2016 Mint mark quarter shows how even recent coins can hold surprises. If you've come across any interesting 2016 quarters, share your finds in the comments below. We're looking at a coin that has recently captured the spotlight, the 2021 Mint mark quarter dollar. Surprisingly, some of these coins have been rumored to be worth millions. Why? Let's dive into the story behind this incredible coin, explore its history, unique features, and find out what makes it so valuable. First, let's take a look at some background. The 2021 quarter dollar from the Philadelphia Mint, marked with a P, was part of the final release in the America the Beautiful Quarters program. This iconic program, which ran from 2010 to 2021, honored various U.S. national parks and historical sites across all 50 states, the District of Columbia, and U.S. territories. For this last year, we saw the release of the stunning Tuskegee Airmen National Historic Site Quarter. This coin was the only design issued in 2021, making it special in its own right. But the Tuskegee Airmen Quarter wasn't just the last in the series. It also symbolized the legacy of the heroic World War II pilots who broke barriers, both on and off the battlefield. The Philadelphia Mint, or Mint, is one of the oldest and most famous mints in the U.S., and it's known for producing some of the rarest and most sought-after coins in history. Although millions of these quarters were minted, certain 2021 quarters carry unique features that have caught collectors' eyes, skyrocketing their value to jaw-dropping levels. Now, let's get into the good stuff. What could make these quarters worth millions? Well, the 2021 P quarters are rumored to have rare error varieties that can significantly increase their value. Some reported errors include die breaks, doubling, and off-center strikes. These unique flaws happen during the minting process, making each error coin one of a kind and highly sought after by collectors. A single coin with a significant error can attract massive interest, and with that, prices in the auction world can go through the roof, reaching as high as hundreds of thousands, or even millions. Asterisk asterisk, these rare 2021 quarters are no exception. Wondering how you can find one of these rare quarters? Start by carefully examining any 2021 P quarters you come across. Look for anything unusual like doubling in the lettering, shifts in the images, or even cracks along the surface which could signal an error. Having a magnifying glass or coin loop can help reveal these tiny details. In recent auctions, collectors have paid top dollar for quarters with noticeable errors or pristine, high-grade conditions. If you happen to find a rare 2021 P quarter, you might consider getting it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC to authenticate and certify its rarity and condition. Coins in top grades or those with dramatic errors have already sold for eye-popping prices. And with the right quarter, you could be looking at $1 million treasure in your hands. So, that's the story of the 2021 P-Mint Mark quarter. A piece of history that might just be worth millions if you're lucky enough to find the right one. If you're passionate about coin collecting or just curious about what treasures might be hiding in your pocket change, keep an eye out for this incredible coin. And who knows, the next coin you find could change your life. We're diving into the fascinating story behind this coin, its history, unique features, and whether one of these modern quarters could indeed be hiding some serious value. Welcome back, collectors and curious minds. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all things coins, collectibles, and hidden treasures. Now, let's break down the 2015 D-Mint Mark Quarter Dollar. The 2015 D-Mint Mark Quarter was part of the United States Mint's America the Beautiful series. This program, started in 2010, featured national parks and historic sites from each U.S. state and territory. The 2015 quarters highlighted 5 stunning sites, from Nebraska's Homestead National Monument to North Carolina's Blue Ridge Parkway. And the D-Mint Mark tells us it was minted in Denver. The Denver Mint has been producing coins for nearly 120 years, but these quarters were special, continuing the America the Beautiful series that became a hit among collectors. With intricate designs and historical significance, these quarters were already in high demand. So, what makes a 2015 D-Mint Mark quarter stand out? Well, it's not just the national park designs. Occasionally, coins from this series have rare minting errors or unique details that can make them especially valuable. Some of these errors include things like double die obverse or reverse strikes, off-center strikes, or other unique flaws. Although they may be hard to spot, these small details can turn a simple quarter into a valuable collector's item. Alright, the big question. Can a 2015 D quarter really be worth millions? It's essential to note that while most of these quarters are common, finding one with a perfect, uncirculated grade or a significant error can dramatically increase its value. Some rare coins with unusual features have sold for thousands and, in very rare cases, even higher in the past. Imagine a perfectly graded, ultra-rare error quarter. Something like this could potentially make waves at an auction. Double die errors, off-center strikes, and more can make all the difference. Coins with little to no wear are worth more. Uncirculated, flawless coins are extremely rare and can fetch top dollar. If you suspect you have a valuable coin, consider getting it graded by a professional service. A high-grade rating can significantly boost its value. Grading is especially important because it can turn an average coin into a high-value collectible. So, is your 2015 D-Mint Mark quarter worth millions? Probably not. But there's always a chance. And with a bit of luck and a keen eye, you could discover a quarter that's truly special. Remember, coin collecting is about the thrill of the hunt and the history behind each coin. And who knows? One day, that coin in your pocket might surprise you. We're diving into the fascinating story of a modern coin that has collectors buzzing, the 2014 P Mint Mark quarter dollar. Yes, you heard that right. This relatively recent coin could be worth a surprising amount. And today, we're going to explore why. First, a little backstory. The 2014 P quarter is part of the America the Beautiful series, which began in 2010. This series was launched by the U.S. Mint to honor national parks and historic sites in each state, along with territories and the District of Columbia. 2014 featured 5 unique designs that captured the essence of stunning landmarks across the United States. Among the 2014 designs, we have some iconic landmarks: Great Smoky Mountains, Shenandoah, Arches, Great Sand Dunes, and Everglades. Each quarter's reverse side has a stunning design representing these places, while the obverse side features the familiar profile of George Washington. But let's talk about that P Mint mark. The P on these quarters signifies they were minted in Philadelphia. While billions of quarters are minted each year, certain 2014 quarters with the P Mint mark have generated interest among collectors for 2 main reasons: potential rare errors and high-quality grading. Errors in coins can add significant value, especially if they are rare and unintentional. Coins can have misprints, die cracks, off-center strikes, or double die errors. For the 2014 quarters, errors can be subtle but extremely valuable due to the rarity of certain variations. Another major factor in determining the worth of these quarters is their condition or grade. Coins that achieve a high MS, mint state, grade, like MS 67 or above, are often highly sought after by collectors. Pristine coins with sharp details and minimal wear can fetch a premium price, sometimes reaching into the thousands or even millions in the case of rare, high-demand errors. So, what's the value of a 2014 P quarter? While a typical quarter might only be worth 25 cents, those with rare errors or perfect grades have sold for incredible amounts at auctions. In some cases, these coins can reach 5 figures or even higher. And if a unique error coin with MS68 grade quality hits the market, collectors may be willing to pay astronomical amounts. If you have a 2014 P quarter, take a closer look. Use a magnifying glass to inspect the coin's details. Look for anything unusual, like doubling, misalignment, or any flaws that might indicate an error. Then, if you believe it's in excellent condition, consider sending it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. Who knows? You might have a valuable piece right in your pocket. With the right combination of rarity, error, and condition, even modern coins like the 2014 P quarter can surprise you with their value. So, don't overlook those coins. We're diving into the fascinating story of a Washington quarter that's capturing attention: the 1986 P Mint Mark quarter dollar coin. What if I told you that one of these coins could be worth millions? Stick around as we uncover the history, the unique qualities that make this coin stand out, and what to look for if you happen to have one in your collection. The 1986 P quarter dollar coin might look like any other quarter at first glance. It features the classic image of George Washington on the obverse side, and on the reverse we have the familiar eagle design, which was used on U.S. quarters from 1932 until 1998. But this coin has some hidden secrets that make it a gem for collectors. Let's start with a bit of background. The 1986 quarter was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, marked by a P Mint mark. During this time, the Philadelphia Mint produced millions of these quarters, over 550 million to be exact. Because of such high numbers, most people wouldn't think of this coin as rare or valuable. But as we know, there are exceptions. The real intrigue with the 1986 P quarter comes from rare errors and unique features. Certain types of minting errors can turn an ordinary coin into an extraordinary one. These include double die errors, where parts of the design appear doubled due to misalignment during minting, and off-center strikes. Coins with these unique errors are incredibly rare, and collectors are willing to pay a premium to get their hands on one. Now, what everyone wants to know: just how valuable can a 1986 P quarter get? While a standard quarter from 1986 is only worth its face value or slightly more in circulated condition, those rare error coins can fetch a small fortune. High-grade, uncirculated examples or those with prominent errors have been known to reach thousands, even hundreds of thousands of dollars at auction. And who knows? In pristine condition, unique errors could even push values into the millions one day as the collector market grows. Look closely at Washington's profile and the word Liberty. Doubling here could mean you have a valuable double die error. If the strike seems off-center or misaligned, that could indicate a rare mint error. Uncirculated coins, especially those with full luster, can fetch much higher prices. These factors can be the difference between a regular quarter and a collector's treasure. 1986 may not seem like that long ago, but remember, unique coins like this are becoming harder to find every day. If you come across one of these quarters, don't just toss it in with your spare change. It could be a valuable piece of history. We're diving into an incredible find that might be lurking in your pocket change. The 2000 P Mint Mark $quarter coin. Could this simple-looking coin really be worth millions? Stick around to find out. First, let's set the stage. The year was 2000, and the United States Mint was in the middle of the popular state quarters program. Each quarter issued celebrated one of the 50 states, and millions of Americans became interested in collecting these unique designs. But we're not just talking about any 2000 quarter. Specifically, we're focusing on the ones with the P Mint mark, which tells us they were minted in Philadelphia. This detail might seem small, but it's crucial to spotting the potential value of this coin. So, what makes the 2000 P quarter special? Like many coins, certain variations or errors can make some 2000 P quarters rare and extremely valuable. Look for details like unusual color, doubling on the text, or other mint errors that were unintended by the mint. Now, let's get to the juicy part. Why some of these coins could be worth a fortune. There are rumors and verified sales of error coins that have sold for hundreds of thousands to even millions of dollars. Coins with significant minting mistakes, pristine condition, or unique errors can fetch incredible prices at auction. A major reason for these sky-high prices? Rarity. Collectors are always on the hunt for unique finds. And with the state quarters being so popular, the rare 2000 P quarters are in high demand. Look for doubling, missing details, or odd colorations. Coins in mint state or pristine condition are worth significantly more. Minor details could mean a major difference in value. So, there you have it. The 2000 P Mint Mark quarter is more than just a piece of pocket change. It could be your ticket to a life-changing find. Be sure to check your quarters carefully, and who knows, you might just have a small fortune waiting in your collection. If you enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up and subscribe for more exciting coin stories and treasure hunting tips. We're diving into the fascinating world of coin collecting to explore a very unique and rare piece. The 2017 P Mint Mark $quarter coin. Believe it or not, this coin has caught the eye of collectors everywhere, with some even valuing it in the thousands or more under rare conditions. So, let's get into the history, design, and what makes this coin so special. The story of the 2017 P quarter begins with the Philadelphia Mint. The P Mint mark here actually signifies that the coin was produced in Philadelphia, one of the main coin-producing facilities in the United States. Now, what's remarkable about this coin is that 2017 was the first and only year a P Mint mark was included on U.S. quarters from the Philadelphia Mint. This was done as part of a celebration of the Mint's 225th anniversary, making it a true one-year-only coin. For those who may not know, this mint has a rich history dating back to 1792 and is one of the longest-standing mints in the country. The decision to add the P Mint mark on quarters for 1 year was a nod to the mint's heritage and a way to create something unique for collectors. The 2017 P quarter still features the familiar profile of George Washington on the front, or obverse, of the coin, designed by sculptor John Flanagan. But the key difference, of course, is that subtle P Mint mark on the right, just under Washington's portrait. And because it's such a unique, one-time mint mark, it has a special appeal among collectors. On the back, or reverse side, we see different designs depending on the America the Beautiful series. So there are several versions of this quarter with various iconic American landscapes and landmarks. Alright, let's talk value. If you've come across one of these 2017 P Mint mark quarters, you might be curious, how much could it actually be worth? While many of these coins are in circulation and might not fetch high prices, there are certain conditions where collectors are willing to pay a premium. In almost perfect MS67 or MS68 graded conditions, some of these coins have been sold for hundreds or even close to $1,000 due to their rarity and demand. There are also unique minting errors that collectors hunt for, such as double dies, off-center strikes, or unusual toning. These error coins can skyrocket in value, with some even reaching into the thousands of dollars, a massive gain from the face value of just 25 cents. So, how do you know if your 2017 P quarter could be one of these rare gems? First, look closely at the condition. The more pristine the coin, the more likely it will hold value. Coins with no scratches, strong detail, and a shiny luster are ideal for collectors. And if you spot any unusual marks or patterns, like doubling on letters or designs, you might have a valuable error coin. So there you have it, the 2017 P Mint Mark $quarter coin. With its limited edition mint mark, rich historical significance, and potential for high value, this coin is definitely one to watch. Whether you're new to collecting or a seasoned enthusiast, keep an eye out for one of these coins. Who knows? You might just stumble upon a small fortune in your pocket change. We're diving into one of the most exciting quarters out there, the 1999 P Mint Mark Washington quarter. This coin, part of the iconic State Quarter series, has a unique history, and believe it or not, certain rare versions of this coin are worth a fortune. So, stick around to find out how a regular-looking quarter could make you a millionaire. Let's start with some background. The 1999 Washington quarter was one of the first coins released in the U.S. Mint's 50 State Quarters program, a series that honored each state in the U.S. and ran from 1999 to 2008. In fact, 1999 marked the beginning of the state quarters, making these coins very special to collectors. These quarters feature the same iconic portrait of George Washington on the front, but each state had a unique design on the reverse. The first 5 states honored were Delaware, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Georgia, and Connecticut, and all of them were minted with a P or D mint mark, depending on whether they were made in Philadelphia or Denver. So what makes these coins so valuable? While most of the 1999 P Mint Mark quarters are only worth their face value, there are some incredibly rare exceptions. You see, the U.S. Mint made millions of these coins, but every once in a while, a few error coins slip through the cracks. These errors can range from off-center strikes to double dies or other unique minting mistakes. In fact, some error coins have sold for hundreds of thousands or even millions of dollars at auction. In particular, collectors are on the lookout for error quarters from 1999 with double dies or off-metal errors, where the quarter was accidentally struck on the wrong type of metal planchet. These are incredibly rare and can bring in a jaw-dropping amount of money if authenticated and graded highly. Now, you might be wondering how you can tell if you have one of these valuable 1999 P quarters. First, grab a magnifying glass and take a close look at the details, especially around Washington's portrait, the date, and the P Mint mark. Doubling on any of these features could mean you've found a double die error coin. Another type of error to look for is any unusual color or weight in the coin. Off-metal errors are particularly valuable and can often be identified by the quarter looking a bit different or weighing less than the usual 5.67 grams. Alright, so you think you've found a special coin. What's next? To determine the true value, you'll need to have it graded by a professional coin grading service, like PCGS or NGC. Graded error coins with a high rating, especially those graded MS 65 or above, are the ones that can reach astronomical values at auction. For example, in recent years, high-grade 1999 error quarters have fetched anywhere from a few $100s to tens of thousands, depending on the rarity and condition. Remember, though, these million-dollar prices are exceptionally rare, but it does happen. So, if you're a collector or just starting out, keep an eye out for these 1999 P quarters and other state quarters with potential errors. Even if you don't strike gold with a $1,000,000 find, collecting can still be a rewarding hobby with lots of historical value. And who knows, your next pocket change find could be worth much more than you ever imagined. We're diving into the story of a coin you might not expect to be worth so much, the 1983 Washington quarter with a P Mint mark. That's right, this quarter could be worth thousands, maybe even more, if you find the right one. So stick around to find out why. This unassuming 1983 p quarter may not look like much at first glance, but it's got a unique story that makes it one of the more valuable quarters in American coinage. Let's get into what makes it so special. The 1980s were a unique time for American currency. In 1983, the U.S. Mint was focusing on volume over quality, producing millions of quarters for circulation. At the Philadelphia Mint alone, around 673 million quarters were struck that year with the P-Mint mark. But even though so many were made, finding a pristine 1983 P quarter is surprisingly hard. Unlike other coins, these quarters were not saved in mint sets or proof sets by collectors, so very few high-quality examples exist. Instead, they circulated heavily, and most of them were worn down over time. Finding a high-grade, uncirculated 1983 P quarter is a real challenge, which is why they're so valuable. Over the years, most 1983 quarters faced heavy wear. Now, if you can find one in mint state, meaning it's free of scratches, discoloration, and has sharp details, it can fetch a serious price at auctions. For instance, a pristine 1983 P quarter once sold for over $15,000. So what are collectors and investors looking for? They want that brilliant, lustrous finish with no imperfections. Coins graded at MS67 or higher by services like PCGS or NGC can be worth thousands of dollars. Now, here's a quick tip for spotting the value in your 1983 P quarter. Look at the condition of Washington's hair details, the eagle on the reverse, and even the luster of the coin. If they're clear and undisturbed, you could be looking at a top-quality find. And remember, a coin's grade is key. While some 1983 P quarters in average circulated condition might bring just a few bucks, if yours is graded MS67 or above, that's where we start seeing the big numbers. High-quality 1983 P quarters are highly sought after by collectors. So why does this coin fetch such a high price? It's simple, a combination of scarcity and high grades, heavy wear from circulation, and a little bit of luck. If you come across an uncirculated 1983 P Washington quarter, get it graded. You could be holding on to a small fortune